All right, come on. Here we go. Here we go. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Shared Space. Typically, it's with Quita and Chat, but today it's with Quita and Slim. We are holding it down for 1 pound. Welcome to Shared Space, folks. I am Laquita Chansey, the founder and director of Small to More Homes, and we build micro shelters and tiny homes for folks who are unhoused, and we fill in the gap wherever that is needed. We'll get into what I've been up to later, but we got Slim on the line.
Yeah.
Slim, go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit
Man,
about you.
first of all, I just want to thank y'all for bringing me up here. My man Chap had told me so much about it, so this is an honor for me. My name is Zakee, aka Slim Kornegay. Reside in Kinston, North Carolina. I am an actor, model, singer. Right now, I am in the acting field. I just did my first speaking role movie with Jamal Water, aka Gravy, for Dope Boy Magic with a filming company out of Wilmington, North Carolina. Mr. Marquand Raglan, BR Film. Shout out to him. It drops June 1st. Also, I've been working on the set of Paramount with Jamie Lynn Spears for Zoe 102. So, all my Zoe 101 fans and Jamie Lynn Spears fans, y'all get ready for that to come back out soon. A couple more things going this year, too. So, a couple more speaking roles going, a couple more movies jumping off. So, we're doing something, we're moving real slow, so we're going real fast, too. So,
Right, right. So that's dope. All right. So let's get into how you found yourself here with all these amazing things going on with 2023. Because as I understand it, you were once upon a time a teacher for like elementary and middle school
yeah,
students, right?
yeah. I actually was assistant teacher for fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth grade. Shout out to Children's Village Academy in Kinston, North Carolina. I actually grew up at and went to that school when I was a child. That's the crazy part. Um, the same
Full
teacher,
circle.
yeah. So the same teacher that I was assistant teacher to was the same teacher that was my teacher. So shout out to Miss O's for that too. But man, listen, I have always music has always been my go-to. That's always been number one with me. It's been music. So
Right.
but I've always known that it's something different in me. It's something much
Hmm.
more than music because music is like I was birthed with that, like the gift of music. Like God gave me that.
Right.
Uh, I'm a church boy. My mama a preacher, so 7 years old, the gift of music was placed on my life. Like I've never had a lesson. Can't read music. Like I hear it, I can play it. Um,
That's beautiful.
but I always been a goofball. I've always
Mhm.
been a
Mhm.
goofball. So it's like acting is really, really who you are, So it's like you may have to add a little bit more stuff to it to make it more funny or more realistic, but it's real
Right.
life. Um, honestly and truthfully, my godfather, shout out Mr. Christopher White. He made a post and was just like, "Hey, anybody who wanted to be an extra, hit me up," and it went from there. So it really, really just dropped. I mean, I
How
prayed on
long ago was that?
honestly, like maybe 3 months ago. I've only been doing this for a month.
And
Yeah,
you already have these speaking roles. And hold on, no, no, wait, hold
yeah.
on. Now we
I'm.
really got to take a
I
step
can't. I
back.
can't. I can't lie to you about that. Like, the movie premiere was December 30th, and the month of January has been every week, every day almost. I'm on the set of Paramount, or I'm doing. I have two commercials. I did. I did a bank commercial for Live Oak Bank in Wilmington, North Carolina, and I just did a commercial like 2 weeks ago that I just found out Saturday was airing for the Super Bowl. So like
Right.
right after the pregame, they showed our commercial. I was on a commercial for Michael and Son. It's a plumbing company. Yeah, y'all can go on YouTube actually and look it up. Type in Michael and Son Super Bowl commercial. It's the first commercial that pop up on the first face you see up there. So
Wow.
yeah, it's just been a month. So for me, like I tell anybody, I'm humble. I'm one of them people where spiritually, like I'm in the back seat of my car and God is driving it. So I don't really have no say so on where I stop or where he tell me to get out at or you know what come along. I'm just tagging along.
Wow. So are you telling me that in September you were teaching?
Yeah,
This is crazy.
Yeah,
And already, so you've already did commercials. You've
yeah,
already did more than just background. Now we got speaking roles.
yeah. My
Okay.
first
And
gig was an extra, and it went from it was a shootout scene. So with a shootout scene, you got to be a little ghetto with it. So I just showed my little ghetto-ness, and it was like, yo, come here. The producer want to mic you up, so he mic'd me
mhm.
up. And then went from that to I was at work one day and director called me and was like, hey, you want to work? And I was like, I'm already at work. What you talking about? And he was like, nah, do you want to work?
Work,
I'm like,
work.
yeah, that's work. So he like, well, I'm about to put you to work. At this moment, the film was already done. He just had extra credits, extra time to play with. And he wrote me a
Mhm.
script. I got there. I think I did maybe 2 or 3 takes. And y'all see the movie June the 1st. It's going to be like, yo, this dude been acting for years and it's just been months. That's been
Right,
my whole life.
right.
I've been an actor my whole life. I've been goofy my whole life. But professionally, it's only been months. So, like, I give Yahweh all the praise for that. For real.
Yes, yes, but that's dope that you recognize that, yeah, I've been goofy all my life, but look at how that has allowed me to just easily flow right into this acting thing. Like,
Yeah,
it just,
yeah, yeah.
it's just a part of it. And so, okay, so that's the acting side, but you also sing and you model. And so, how are you balancing these things? And does that come into any of your auditions? Have you found that that has been helpful thus
It,
far?
it has. It has. A lot of some of the casting agencies, like Hilton Casting out of Atlanta or Kimmy Stewart casting out of Wilmington, North Carolina. A lot of times if you're singing or you're dancing, that stuff helps out. Um, Me playing the keyboard as well. It's a good look for me as well. Some of these scripts and some of these roles that I would like to audition for may be like episodes where it's a sing along or it's a singing
Oh,
type, right? So I'm open to everything right now. As far as my music, I'm working on my music, but I think the way I'm trying to go about it, I'm going to try my acting, get my
mhm.
bass, and kind of like every now and then, you know what I'm saying?
A little something.
Right, right, right. Not give it all to you at one time. So it's like I'm going.
Right.
By the time before the year is out, Slim will be throwing something out there. Me and my brother just really did something not too long ago, but like a little Afro beat vibe. So we were working.
Yes, Afro beats.
Yeah, yeah. So we working.
Perfect. Some Afro beats around Juneteenth to sound like a really good situation. A little
Yeah,
Afro beats, Juneteenth, little
yeah,
kickback
yeah,
situation.
yeah,
I see
yeah.
it. I see it.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. So
I love it.
the goal is, I like to decree and declare a lot of things. I like to speak things to the atmosphere. You know, um, Not to go biblical or nothing, but the Bible tells you to speak those things as if they were. So I say by the time June and July, um, my life now will be something totally different.
Totally different because it's totally different than what it was September,
Yeah,
December. Like
yeah,
what?
yeah, yeah. And I actually look
Like
back on that like, yo, dude, you was just a school teacher.
Like, right. I'm like, hold on, wait. We got a Super Bowl commercial. We got some secret stuff in the mix that we can't
Yeah,
talk about. We got
yeah,
some stuff that's going on here. Like, how long have you been doing this? It has to have been a year or two. You're like, no, a couple months.
like a
Okay.
couple
Yeah,
months.
I mean,
A
but
lot of
that's
people
the
that I
beauty
run
of showing
into,
up.
yeah, and then a lot of people that I run into, like Champ, definitely love the big bro. When I met him, it was just like we clicked instantly. He was like, "Yeah, you got it all on you," and you could tell people who have potential and people who is trying to make it. A lot of the stuff you endure in life, man, it really, really allows you to be set in position to allow yourself to accept what God has given you. Um, I've been through a lot, from being homeless to just walking around trying to find somewhere to stay, to sleeping in my car, to having it, seeing it, to back at square
Mhm.
one. So it's
Yes.
like, um, when you've been around like that, every lesson you supposed to learn something, you
Right.
know, and
Yep.
you supposed to gain more humbleness and more understanding and supposed to come more in tune with yourself. I like to reevaluate a lot. I don't like to blame
Yeah.
nobody for a lot of stuff, and I kind of stay dolo. Like I got maybe one close partner that we've been best friends like 23 years, 24 years. But outside of him, I have a beautiful wife and four beautiful kids. So it's like um, I'm always, if I ain't daddy, I'm bro. If I ain't bro, I'm husband. But a lot of times I try to find that time to steal away from myself.
Yep.
Definitely reevaluate me and regain my energy and make sure that I'm doing everything right.
Right, right, right. No, I love that. I love that. And I think that it's dope that you recognize that, there's a bunch of different places that you're needed and you're filling in those gaps. So bringing it back, bringing it back. So now here we are with all the different opportunities, and here it is, February 2023. What do we see ourselves doing a year from now? Like, speak it into existence, because what has happened in the past, what, month
So it's
or
crazy
two has been
because
like, what?
I, doing the research and kind of being where I'm at mentally right now. The new year don't really start until March. The Hebrew New Year don't really start till March.
Do you know what? It's crazy that you say that, Slim, because this is the first year that I actually was like, I'm ready for the new year come January 1st. Normally, I'm like, nah, I'm still saying I'm not ready for the new year in February, and around like the end of February, March. I'm like, okay, I'm ready for the new year. Happy New Year, y'all. I would still be saying Happy New Year in March. And people are like, it's not New Year. I'm like, but for me it is. So go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
No, for real. The Hebrew New Year's is in March. So for all of this to be manifesting before it hit, for me, it's like, all right, you on the right track. I'm really big on signs and wonders. Like for me, it's like God really showed me a sign and let me know that everything I got going is right. And I have what you call spiritual peripheral.
Mhm.
So I don't allow any and everything to disturb my spirit. I tell anybody and anything like you are the master in your own faith. Um, some things that are given to you are not meant for you to balance. Let me say that. Um, and I say that because sometimes you have gaps, and a lot of things that's given to you are meant to fill those gaps. So you don't have to worry
Mm,
about if you got to balance or where you got to try to fill it because it's like a magnet. It
yeah.
automatically draws itself to a spot. So once it attaches itself, it's like it's like Black Panther. I just like being
Mhm.
creative. It's like Black Panther. Whenever he got hit, it made him stronger, right? His suit, it made him stronger. So,
Right.
or either Black Lightning, one of them, it made him stronger whenever they got hit. But
Mhm.
that's how
Mhm.
I am. Whatever the blessings that I'm getting right now, like the more blessings I get hit with, the more of a boost that I get to know that okay, well I'm on the right track. Um,
Right.
I'm 32 years old, so you telling me somebody would have told me, yo, 10 years ago you're gonna be doing this, you're gonna be doing that. Of this thing, this actually industry would have presented itself to me 10 years ago, I would have fumbled it.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
mentally, I wasn't there where I needed to be to understand and actually value what
Right.
I have going on.
What you have right there in front of you. Yeah.
So I mean, hey, I have a supportive family, I have supportive friends. Um, so it doesn't at the moment it doesn't seem like it's a weight or it's too much to try to balance or nothing like that. But I do desire. I am looking into an agency and stuff like that to try to make sure that things is happening correctly for me. So I got a lot of stuff going on that I've done by myself, but just in a month's time. But um, yeah, June 1st, Dope Boy Magic is the movie gonna drop, so I'm excited for that.
So how
Uh,
do we find Dope Boy Magic? Like, what could we?
it's
I
gonna
know
be
we
on
could just
Tubi. It's
Google
gonna be on Tubi. It's gonna be on Tubi. It's gonna be on,
Tubi. Okay.
right now. Tubi is really really jumping with a lot of indie movies. So
Yeah.
Dope Boy Magic, like I said, drops June 1st. I'm also scheduled for two more movies, speaking roles this year. A lot of more commercials. You may catch me in a lot of Paramount pictures, background, and you see, oh, there goes Slim. But hey, just know he got
Mhm.
the speaking roles too now.
So now you had also mentioned though that you've been up and down a little bit the East Coast. You've been in
Yeah,
Jersey. You've been Atlanta. So how did
Midwest.
how did that fit into this life that you've had previously?
Man, it's about decisions, decisions,
Mhm.
decisions.
Now, were
Um,
these good decisions?
some
How do
were
you rank
good.
these decisions?
Some were
Okay.
good. All right, so all right, let's just start from the basics. Okay, I'm the only child. I have no brothers biologically. I have no sisters biologically. It's been me 32 years. Me and my
And
mama.
you're a preacher kid? Is that what you
Shout out to
said?
my mama though. I love my mama. Shout out to my mama.
Okay.
It's just been me and my mama. So by the time I got like 17, 18, I was really smelling myself. And like I say, I love my city. Don't get me wrong, I love Kingston, but when you know it's more,
Yeah.
like I
You
say,
want more.
I'm one of the people where if we're walking down the street and we walking past a bakery and you go, oh my God, that cake looks so good. I think I want to try it, but I don't have the funds or I don't know. I'm scared. Oh, we about to go try that cake. And if it tastes good, it tastes good. If it don't, at least we tried it, right?
Right.
So I've always been one of those type of people. Um,
Mhm.
like my mama say, I have her spirit and I got my daddy attitude. So it's like, hey, I got to do what I got to do for me type of person. So I've
Right.
always been spontaneous. So yeah, it helped me a lot. It helped me a lot because it let me know that okay, um, it's more to where I'm at. Um, and at the same time, everybody is kind of dealing with the same struggle, just in a different way.
Yeah.
Um, like I thought, oh, moving from here to Maryland, oh, things was gonna be better. No, that was the craziest move of my life. But
Right.
it
First
ate
of
me,
all,
and I was in Salisbury. I was.
bruh, oh, like that's what I was about to say. What part of Maryland? Because you're not saying Baltimore,
I was
right?
in.
Like,
I was in
and
Salisbury,
you going
Maryland,
from a
man.
place that did not have winter time to a place that has winter
See,
time.
but
Like,
here's
if
the
you
thing. At that time, like in my life, like I needed a change, and I needed to figure some things out. Like, all right,
take
look,
some stuff up,
I'm gonna say this though. Listen, we all make decisions based off of pride. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not just a man thing; it's an everybody thing.
it
We
is
all make decisions based off of pride. So I had a lot of pride and a lot of negative energy going on then. So now that I'm older, I could look back and be like, okay, yeah, that was real dumb. Okay, yeah, we're never gonna go that route again. And I can value stuff and I can appreciate things more and sit back and be like, okay, we're gonna analyze it first before we attack it. So
right.
um it all helped me to really, really become humble. Like all that,
Yeah.
knowing how to manifest, knowing how to speak things correctly, knowing how to not be so emotionally tied to my emotions. That's another thing that we as people need to understand too. We can't live so much and move so much of our emotions because sometimes you got to sit back and face the reality of things. You know.
Yeah, feel the emotions. Like pressing them down aren't isn't always the
Yeah.
solution, and just feel them, and then you can move on sometimes. Because the suppression is kind
Right.
of what keeps it there.
Agree.
Yeah,
Definitely agree.
agreed.
Agree. Yeah. So I'm just taking it day by day, and I'm on the edge of my seat for real. For real.
Right. What's next? What's
Yeah.
next? What's
Yeah.
next?
I'm on the
Yeah.
edge of my seat.
So, do you see yourself staying in North Carolina? Like, do you, or if the
Oh,
part comes up,
I
like, what are we
actually
doing?
came back from Georgia last week. I had a little,
Little
little,
something, something to do in Georgia,
still,
little
but
parlay.
then I like the network. I love the network. That's one thing about me. Even though yeah, I got speaking roles and getting casted for lead roles and stuff like that. Like I still like the network.
Mhm.
I actually ran into a guy in Georgia, and he was actually a stand-in for Tyler Perry Homecoming. He stood in for Joe. Yeah. So like you
Okay,
look at
fancy
home,
pants.
yeah, you look at Homecoming and you see Tyler Perry, Madea sitting talking to Joe at the table. That's him sitting at the table. So
Wow.
yeah, so I like the network. Just like with Chap, meeting Chap. Found out he had this show. Found out that he had a lot going on positive. Found out that he's known in his city. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So it's all
I'm
love.
looking at William's comment about ignoring emotions is like putting spoiled meat in the cabinet and not looking at it. We can That is right. We can't ignore our emotions, okay? And we don't want to put spoiled meat
Well,
nowhere.
so here's the thing though. All right, for me, and I'm gonna say this, Will, I'm one of those people, I'm a high stepper. So
Mm,
I ignore emotions. Because
mhm.
now in my life, I ignore emotions at this time. Because maybe
Mhm.
2 decades ago, a decade and a half ago, I lived off emotions.
Mhm.
I
And you
lived
would let them control you.
yeah, I lived off the opinions of everybody else and what they thought. So
Mhm.
my next move would be whatever emotion came out of the bag. Um, I can't live off emotion because emotions will get you in a real terrible mindset and a real terrible situation. Emotion brings
Mhm.
stress. Emotion brings a heart attack. Emotion brings a stroke and allows your body to shut down.
Yeah, like you definitely need to know what your triggers are, like what is
Yeah,
causing you this stress, this anxiety. Because for me, like I'm not emotional. Like I will ignore whatever it is that you could be right here in my face yelling,
yeah,
and I'm gonna just ignore you, and that's gonna piss you off because
yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah.
unaffected, right?
But they say
And
you can't
so
argue
I've
by yourself.
Right. And so I learned that early on. Like you gonna look crazy because I'm gonna just sit here ignoring you. And I've learned how much that triggers people. But also, no resolution comes from it. So it's also one of my best toxic traits, right? Like I can't keep handling, confrontation like that because we're gonna have to get through this some point. So to
Right.
your point, like ignoring the emotion, I'm gonna ignore it right now, and I'm gonna ignore you, but when I get home, I'm gonna find out why was that triggering me so much. Like, what do I need to say to them tomorrow to let them know we're not just playing this game again? Like, I'm not going back and forth with you people,
Guess what?
okay?
Let me tell you something. And this might be my mama coming out of me saying this. Um, we got all this light so you can see me, right? If I go here, you didn't do that. I did it.
Right.
Okay, so check this. People don't stress you out. You allow yourself to be stressed out about people.
Yes.
Nobody can control you. Nobody can disrupt your peace. I have this thing. I tell people I have my own bubble, and I'm married. Been married, going on maybe 4 or 5 months now. We've been together 10, maybe about known each other 10 years. Been together going on 5 years now. I have my own bubble.
Well, congratulations, newlyweds.
Thank you. I have my own bubble. So when I say I have my own bubble, how high I heist my window to allow any kind of type of discomfort emotion or discombobulation of emotion or any type of emotion that's negative,
Yep.
period, to come in my bubble. It's based on me.
Yeah.
So nobody controls your peace but you. That's why, like, when it comes to emotions, like, emotions got a lot to deal with before they can even enter. It's like, okay, before you can get to the sergeant, you got, it's like a chain of command with me when it comes to
Yes.
emotions. Like, so emotions can stop you from moving how you need to move. Like, I could really say that from experience. Emotions can stop you from really moving how you need to move. So sometimes you have to really, like I say, reevaluate you and find out who you are, because nobody can trigger me unless I let them trigger me. And I know all my trigger points. So if I know a person is hitting a trigger point, I'm at the point in my life now where a trigger point to me is like, I'm astonished, like, okay, this person has really hit this trigger point.
Right. Right. Like, Dad, you got me emotional. I am out of character.
So it's like an applaud for that person because it's like
Yeah.
nobody never hit that trigger point before. So
You just taught me something about
yeah,
myself. Thank
right.
you.
Yeah, so now you're gonna go home and you're gonna go to the blueprint on board and you're gonna try to, yeah,
Decompress,
yeah,
reanalyze, because
yeah.
you can't let people control you out in the street, because that's how stuff happens.
But I have to work on. I'm working on that though. I can't say
Hmm.
that. I have to work on the emotional side and getting away from that thug gangster. I'm not an emotional
Yeah.
person because I have to use that in filming. So um, I'm working on it.
Yeah, it's a balancing act because we have to acknowledge that culturally, like everybody, it allows you to express your emotion if it's anger. Like
Yeah,
it as a black man or as a man in general, like if it's anything other than anger, we like what? What? Okay, he being funny. All right, we'll do that. Wait, he crying? Wait, why is he? No, and it's like these are emotions that all humans experience.
yeah.
Stop being dumb. That stuff is toxic and we know better now. So now
But
that we know better, yeah, go ahead.
9 times out of 10, though, um, men are taught at a young age some, you know, expressing your emotions make you weak.
And that's the problem.
Yeah. So that's why a lot of times you don't get your man's expressing how they're feeling in relationships because they've been taught for so long or they've seen for so
Yeah,
long.
man up.
Yeah, like
Stop acting like a
daddy,
girl.
my daddy never cried. My daddy never showed a weak side. So why should I?
Yeah.
Luckily, I had my mama to raise me, so I saw every type of emotion. Okay, so I appreciate my mom
Yes.
100%. That's my ride or die. You know, so I love her to death.
Absolutely. 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 And to your point, I think that anybody, like all of us, need to recognize emotions, recognize our triggers. I mean, and for real, y'all, like everybody needs therapy just like we need a physician, even if you just go once a year to make sure that your cognitive thinking is on point and that you're not assuming the world is against you. You know what? Whatever these
Yeah,
things may be, like, because we all have these human thoughts. They're not just female thoughts, they're not just male thoughts, they're not just this age. We would all do ourselves somehow just to talk to somebody the same way we check in with a physician every year. You can check in with a therapist. Like that's always been my thing, like because you're empowered when you can speak to your feelings, speak to your emotions and put words with it, and then you're not frustrated because you can't explain what is actually going on inside of you. You actually have
right.
words for it, so it makes it easier.
Yeah, yeah. For me, I try to just get regrounded again. Like I meditate or I like to go.
Journaling for me.
I go to the park,
Yes,
just sit there and just chill and relax, or I go to the beach and just meditate. Try to
absolutely.
through it.
Feel the
I'm a
wind
cancer.
on your face.
Yeah, I'm a cancer, so when I get in the water, I'm good. Yeah,
Yes, okay.
yeah, I understand everything that's going on. Like everything pop as soon as I touch the water.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
I'm the same way. I'm a Libra. I'm an air sign, but still, like water and
yeah,
being out in the open air, like feeling the sun on your face. All of that is
yeah,
mental
yeah,
wellness as
yeah.
well.
It
Like
is.
get that vitamin D from that sun. Get the fresh
Yeah,
air, as fresh
yeah,
as it can be. Look
yeah.
at a tree, touch a piece of
Right,
grass, something.
right, right,
Like
right.
yeah, all of that kind of stuff matters. Like for us here in Baltimore, y'all. If y'all are still tuned in, we got a couple people tuned in. Sundays, 9 a.m., Lake Montebello, starting in April. We do a weekly wellness walk. It's free 99. We have a physician come out there, talk to you about whatever their specialty is, whether it's
Yeah,
chiropractor, anxiety, head, whatever. But it engages community to speak to a doctor. It's not intimidating. You can ask questions. We walk around the lake. But these are the things that community needs, people need. We all need some, like
definitely.
engagement, interaction. Yeah. So when
Yeah,
you come to Baltimore, pull up.
I got you. Definitely, we all need somebody who we definitely can talk to. I know as growing up, I wish I had people to talk to, but
But did you lean on them?
I did. But then, like I said, I was a closed book. Like I endured a lot growing up. I was introduced to a lot of things early.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say it like that. That I shouldn't have
Mhm.
been introduced to.
Mhm.
Talking like from the ages of 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah.
been experienced, tampered with, pampered with, however you want to call it.
Mhm.
Um,
Mhm.
and then from like 11, jumping off the porch full fledged. So, um, man,
Yeah,
if I
that's
could
what
have,
trauma does.
yeah, if I really could have had somebody to, kind of like shook me right then, shaped the moment. Then I was real quiet too. That's why I say like I was real quiet. A lot of things I was going through, nobody knew. Like I just opened up about everything that happened to me as a child to my mom, probably maybe like 5 years ago.
Mhm.
And
And then now, do you feel like your mom was the first person you opened up to?
no, it was actually
Okay.
it was actually it's my first wife. But I
One of
got
your companions. Yeah, because she's
yeah.
like, why can't we get
I mean,
past
and she
this?
kind of
There's
pulled it out of me
some,
because it was like,
yeah,
but
yeah,
that was maybe like the second time I spoken on it in my life. I mean, like I said, I'm a high stepper, and I know it's a lot of people out here who high step with me. So when I say high stepper, meaning like something can happen and you just.
yeah,
But
yep.
then that's it's good and it's bad. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right,
me
because you're getting
like
through
a
it.
volcano, right, right. So, but
You're getting through it, but we have
yeah,
to recognize that that is a survival tactic, right?
right.
That's survival.
It
Like
is.
we trying to thrive, we're trying to
Yeah,
elevate.
yeah, yeah.
So
But see,
yes, we
I
got
got my
through
wife.
it.
She balanced with me too. So where
Right,
I need to express, or I feel like I gotta wait on, and she right there to take it off me. So, uh,
right.
a great understanding. It's a beautiful thing. So I'm just like I said, I'm on the edge of my seat. um, I've been doing a lot to get to this moment, and for me, it's like to see, the reaping of the manifestation. That's going on and touching these accomplishments is beautiful for me
Yes,
in a
yes.
short time frame. You know what I'm saying? So June, July, y'all be looking out for more Slim. For real, for real. I'm definitely gonna come to be more though. I told Chap I'm gonna definitely pull up. Definitely gonna
Pull
pull up.
up to Be More. Come to our weekly wellness walk. Wait till the weather gets a little bit better because it's wintertime and the
Oh,
snow
I
ain't
ain't
really
even
hit us
worried about
yet.
that. I ain't
So
worried about
I'm a
that.
little suspicious. I'm a little
Uh,
suspicious.
I
But
ain't worried
bring
about
the
no snow.
whole family. Like
Yeah,
Baltimore is
yeah,
so dope. There's something for everybody to do. Slim, pull up
yeah.
and come through.
Definitely, I will, man. I gotta check y'all out. My dad's side of the family in D.C., Maryland area, anyway. So
Yes, DC right around the corner. Tell them to come up, pull up, pop up. It will be fun.
we
It will
definitely,
be real fun.
yeah, definitely pull up on y'all. Check y'all out for real, for
I love it. I love it. So, Slim, we are going to get out of here a little bit early. And I'm going to make sure that Chap and I get you back on the calendar so that we are promoting Dope Boy Magic right before it comes
real. Yeah,
out.
yeah, definitely. If y'all want to follow me on Facebook or anything, Facebook is ZE dash KORNEGAY.
Say
My
it one more time. Say it
Z
one more time.
ZE dash and then the last name right there at the top, KO at the bottom, KORNEGAY. My Instagram is the chosen underscore the word one, but the E is going to be a three. Again, the chosen underscore one, but the E is a three. Definitely, I got everything we got going on. Definitely up there, man. So y'all just follow me, stay in tune, see more Slim.
We are looking forward to it. We're going to definitely get Slim back out here. We're going to
Yeah,
get Chat back out here.
yeah.
Y'all know to tune in Mondays, 7:05, same bat time, same bat channel. Thanks
Mm-hmm.
for coming out, y'all. God bless and good night. I will see y'all soon. Thanks again, Slim. This was dope. I